Okay, so I know this is cliche, but I kind of been thinking about this all day. And extra pillow. I've been thinking about what I want my New Year's resolutions to be. Um, Honestly, I don't really have any resolutions because I want what I want is for this to last all year. Um, One of the things that I am still working on is showing more love to people and letting people in. Um, Getting to the point where I don't uh, use my past with people as an excuse to isolate myself. And that's something that I've been dealing with. Also, so showing love to people and letting people in, people who belong there, not just any old body, but being open enough to get to know people more and decipher who they are. Uh, Another thing is really being becoming my best self. I feel like that's one of those things where it's a lifetime journey. And, it's one of those things where you may or may not accomplish that. But I feel like if I at least try to be my best self, the best version of me that I could possibly be, then that'll be good for me. Also, another thing is keeping in mind that a lot of people are going to have their opinions of you. A lot of people are going to think that they know you, but being yourself in spite of everybody's opinion. I recently had this incident where I was, you know, a little birdie told me that somebody said that they didn't think I was good enough. And that, ever since then, I've been kind of awakened. Because, it's one thing for somebody else to not think you're good enough or whatever, whatever opinion they may have of you. But it's another thing when you think it. And, I feel like the way that I reacted to being told that, I shouldn't have even reacted. The fact that I did shows me that I need some self-empowerment and self-improvement, and that I need to love myself more. Not in a selfish way, not in a greedy, stingy, materialistic way, but I'm talking about a self-love that cannot be shaken. So, you think you're there and then, something comes up, lets you know you're not, and you're like, oh. So it's nothing, actually it is kind of major. I was going to say it's nothing major, but it is kind of major. Because how I believe in my heart, like in my heart of hearts, that how you treat yourself, people are paying attention to, and how you treat yourself, others will treat you. So if you are not taking care of yourself, if you are not loving yourself to the fullest and trying to be your best self, people are going to notice that, and they're going to emulate what you're doing, you know? It's really funny how a lot of us are so hard on ourselves, and we see things that others don't even pay attention to, and we draw attention to those things that others didn't see to begin with. It's crazy how you can see like a beautiful, beautiful person and you just think that their insides and outsides are beautiful. And then you get to know them a little better. You talk to them and you see that they don't think much of themselves. It's it's sad that we have to struggle with that, you know. I kind of just wish that we were all there. But it's a lot of us who are not. And it's a struggle. It's a daily struggle for some of us. And it's sad. And I refuse to let one more day go by with that struggle. So I'm going to do everything in my power that was embedded in me to do to better myself. I'm not going to try to take the easy way out. And I'm just going to do me. You know, do me while loving others. If that makes any type of sense at all. So yeah, that was deeper than I wanted to go, but that was just that's what's been on my heart for the past couple weeks. That's what's been on my mind. You know, it shouldn't have to be me contemplating this simply because it is a new year. Like, don't get me wrong, I thank God that I'm able to see another year. You know, because sometimes, and I know this might sound a little cray-cray, but sometimes I get a little fidgety New Year's because I feel like so much has happened throughout the year that this year might be the last year. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Like, you get that little nervous twitch. Like, what if this is it? You know, what if this is it? And I've always felt that, like, towards the new year. I don't know why. And I wish I wouldn't feel it sometimes because it's a little jarring to think about what could happen if today was the last day on earth. And I know that's a little deep for some of you guys. It's a little deep for me as well, but you know, just thinking about the end makes you put things into perspective. So, yeah, that's what's been on my mind. Just chit-chatting until my food cools off. I get really deep before I eat. Like, I get really deep before I eat. Does anybody else do that? Like, you just get happy or you just get quiet or like you really get Shakespearean before you eat? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But whatever. You know, Happy New Year. I'm gonna watch some more makeup tutorials. I don't know if this is even gonna go up or not. I know y'all are like, what the crap? And I know that I'm all over the place, but that's just me. Like, I'm all over the place, and at the same time, I'm in the same place. Does that make any sense? I don't know. But, yeah, this is what happens when you get a new camera. You just talk and talk and talk and talk, and, you know, that's another thing. Like, this was a deep question that I had. I was like, is YouTube something that will be considered self-absorbed? Because if all of us are filming ourselves instead of communicating with each other, isn't that kind of like being self-absorbed? I don't know. Like, I don't know about anybody else, but I don't like watching myself on my channel. I can't do it. I cannot. I think there's been one video where I've actually sat through it and watched the whole video. I cannot watch myself on TV because I feel like, ugh, it's just, oh gosh. And then my cheeks, I don't know. It's just, it's weird. So if all of us are sitting at our laptops editing what we filmed about ourselves that day, instead of communicating with each other, talking to each other, putting the laptops down, putting the cell phones down, going out and talking to people. Have you ever had somebody randomly say hi to you and you just can't, like, I just feel like it's almost offensive if somebody tries to, like, have a open conversation with you. It's kind of like, why are you talking to me? Is that just me? I don't know. I think, and it shouldn't be like that. Because I'm already, like, kind of overly defensive a little bit when it comes to people, being on the subway every day. And, I just feel like I have to be in defensive protective mode. And when somebody just casually says hi or tries to speak to you, it's like so weird. It's like, what do you want? What are you up to? What is your life? What are you about? Instead of just being like, oh, hi, how you doing? Yeah, the weather is nice. Oh my God, it's snowing. You're like clutching your purse and rolling your eyes and scooting over 5 seats on the train. I don't know. So maybe that's another, I'm not going to call it a resolution because I actually want to do it. But I'm going to try to not be so skeptical of people. Everybody ain't bad, everybody doesn't suck or have, like, everybody don't want to steal your purse, okay? Can I just come out there and say it? Nobody wants your purse, okay? Some people might, I ain't gonna lie, some people might, but, everybody don't want it. People got purses that they own it. Just like it's like, everybody's not thinking about you, People are too wrapped up in their own world to be paying attention to your flaws and your differences and stuff like that. And I don't know. Where am I going with this? What is life right now? I just lost my cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go. And yeah.